I'm down now in Paguera. Just been to Calafanels, had a look around there. And Peguera's the main resort near to Calafanels, so I thought I'd just drop in and have a look. It's quite late afternoon, it's coming up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's October the 8th, but there's still lots of people about and lots of people on the beach. Last time we came, which was quite a few weeks ago, we came in the evening and we did actually go for a little drink. Today I'm just planning to just go for a little walk along the beach and just see what it's like here in Peguera. You can see just looking out, there's lots of beds out there, and I can see that many of them are occupied. There's the pedlos, which seem to have been updated and look like cars now. This looks quite a busy beach. See a lifeguard here, so lifeguards are on duty, and the beaches I've been to so far have all been green flagged. As we go along we'll see if there's any flags out here indicating the safety of the water, but it's very, very shallow. I can see people out quite a few meters out and they're only up to their ankles or up to their knees, so very safe looking beach. And one of the things I like about coming to Peguera and walking along the promenade here is that there is a nice long promenade, and it's pretty flat, so you can see lots of people here. So it's easy on my knees, is what I'm trying to say. And all along the promenade there's watering holes if you need to stay and have a little drink. There's also these sort of things which you see every now and again, and these are exercise machines, and lots of these around different parts of Mallorca. And as we walk along the promenade, I'll try and draw your attention to a few more as we go along. Peguera traditionally has been geared up to the German market, and so you find German food typically being advertised here, and it's one of the main languages that you'll hear spoken. Though during the past 2 years the businesses, hotels and such, have had to be a little bit inventive, and so you find many more nationalities than just Germans here now. So you find lots of Scandinavians and a few odd ones like me who are British. You can see it's all very busy, and it looks like a summer holiday resort. It's what we would consider to be the end of the season. We're coming up towards the latter part of October. Well, it's the beginning of October now, but at the end of October many hotels would normally be thinking of closing, but not here in Peguera. Peguera is one of the resorts that says they're going to try and stay open much longer. They've got these wonderful beaches, and the weather does stay good. How beach weather it is at the end of November, I'm not too sure, but you can certainly go to the beach in the daytime, and I'm sure many people will. So I'm looking forward actually to coming back to Peguera in November, and I'm sure we'll come back maybe for a menu del dia in one of the many excellent restaurants that there are here, and Anita will be back in November as well, so I'm sure she'll want to come. One of the reasons it's so busy is that it is October. October's an interesting month for Germany. The tables are full here. In Germany the schools don't have a half term in the same way that we do in England. You see the green flag up there? Another exercise machine here. So in England we typically have a holiday which we call half term, and the whole country more or less takes a half term break at the end of October. So the last week of October all the schools pretty much in the whole country take a holiday, and there's a mad dash for holidays, particularly people who want to go abroad, want to come to Mallorca. So what happens then is that the prices shoot up. So if you're planning your holiday now and you want to come for a holiday in Mallorca and it's half term, you'll find that the prices have shot up. Well, in Germany they do it in a slightly different way. They spread the half-term holiday in the different regions of Germany, and it's spread over a 5-week period. So one region will take their mid-term break beginning of October, and then the next week, and then the next week, and so on. And so it spreads the holidays throughout. It means that the whole of Germany is not sort of shutting down for a week. Maybe England needs to think about something like that, spreading out that half-term holiday so that the tour operators don't rip people off the way they do. I'm booked actually to go back because our half-term in Spain is exactly the same time, and I'm due to go back, but I'm doing the reverse trip. So I'm going out on a Saturday when people would be coming back to Mallorca or coming on holiday to Mallorca. So my flight I'm anticipating to be almost empty, and certainly the return trip to Mallorca, there will be very few people on board the plane, and that's typical. It's what normally happens when we go back to England for the half-term holiday in October. Also coincides with the fact that many of the destinations where the English are going to, it's Promenade, Magaluf, Paguera, Alcudia, all of those sorts of places pretty much closed down at the end of October. So you don't have a fresh influx of people coming from England on holiday at the end of October. There was talk of extending the season so that people could come on holiday in November and December, but it's not being supported by the hoteliers or the airlines, and so places are really just going to close down for the British holiday makers at the end of October. But it's not all bad news, because if Peguera is open, then you can always come to a hotel in Peguera and you can get a little bit of that winter sunshine. Isn't it beautiful here? The sun's glistening on the sea there. It looks really nice. So if you want to broaden your horizons a little and have a look to see about holidays in November in Peguera, you might be lucky. I don't know. You'll have to investigate, have a look. It's also October, is Oktoberfest, where traditionally Germans will drink lots of beer, and it's quite caught on here in Mallorca. And so Mallorca starts its Oktoberfest in September and runs it right through till the end of October. And in previous years there have been big fiestas planned, and I have seen some this year, but not on the scale that we've had them in the past. Maybe I'm not looking in the right place, or maybe they're just not going on. There have been some relaxations of the rules and regulations here in Majorca, so bars can stay open till 4 o'clock in the morning, and as of today, 8th of October, clubs are allowed to reopen, but the dancing is somewhat restricted. You've got to wear a mask, you're not allowed to drink while you're dancing, and so that may well put people off. And certainly it's going to put off the club owners, because there's perhaps not enough of the right sort of tourist here at the moment to support a club being open. So that's the first beach. As I'm walking from the west and I'm heading east, and I now have to walk up this hill. I'm going to turn the video off because I usually end up puffing and panting by the time I've got to the top of it. So I'll see you at the top, or over on the other side, as they say. Now I've come round to what I would call the second beach, another big beach here in Peguera, and again it's another one that's looking quite busy. Perhaps not as busy as the first one, but there's still lots of people and quite a few people in the sea here. and just going to have a little walk along and see how it is. It's a little bit of a breeze, so there's a few little waves. They're only little waves, but they make the sea a little less calm, so we can't see the bottom so clearly, but it is very clear water here. Just look down, you can see right to the bottom of the sea. Beautifully clean waters here in the Mediterranean in Mallorca. Someone was asking me what the temperatures are of the water. Well, the air temperature gets up to about 25, 26 in the daytime here at the 8th of October it is, and I haven't measured the temperature of the water. I've not actually seen any concrete figures, but my guess is it's around about 20 degrees, so yeah, a bit cool for some but really pleasant for most, so really have a good swim in the Med. And quite a few boats out here, including, you can see here's one of the day trip boats coming in. So here's the Dragon Island tourist boat coming in. And the gentleman there has been asked with his little boy, to tie up this boat. And just beside me there's a tourist who's got his drone that he's been flying, and it's been explained to him that you're not allowed to do that here in Spain, or in Mallorca anyway. You need to have a license in order to fly drones. I've been tempted very much to get a drone myself, but I've resisted it, and now I see all these different regulations about people having to have licenses. It sort of put me off a little bit more, so I might wait until the dust has settled on that one. There's quite a discussion going on to my left. Someone who's got a drone and has been told he can't fly it, and he doesn't agree. That's the case. So it is. So I said at the beginning there are 3 beaches here in Peguera, and we've just walked past one big one and just come to this second one. There is one further round, so if you look in that direction there is a 3rd beach. I'm not going to make it round to there. I'll just walk a little bit along this beach, just show you what there is, and then I'm going to make my way back to the car through the streets, and hopefully by then I'll have done my 10,000 steps. I hope so. Anita will be counting. Anita, of course, is not with me. You may have noticed that. Anita's in England and awaiting the birth of our 7th grandchild. So she's been over there for over a week now. Still no sign of the little one, but imminent, any time now. And I'll be going over to join Anita towards the end of the month. And hopefully the little one will arrive by then. This promenade does have its ups and downs. There's a few little steps on this one, and nothing too much. That make it a little bit difficult if you've got a wheelchair, so you can't use all of this promenade. And some parts don't even have ramps. In the past we've walked along here and bumped into people from Germany who said they've been watching the videos. So I don't know if any of you are from Germany now watching the videos, but thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and then you'll see many of our other videos as well. Get notifications. There's a little bell by the side of the subscribe, and that gives you a notification and I've uploaded another video. So today actually I've already been to Camp de Mar, and Calafanels, just for a little walk around Calafanels. It's not a very big resort, and while I was there I thought I'd take the opportunity to come here and just have a little look around Peguera. Here we come to a few more of those steps that I was talking about. There is actually a ramp, but it's a steep ramp. The steps are quite steep and no handrail. Note to Calvia, we've moved into Calvia now, in the Calvia area, so Calvia, Mare. Maybe you need to look at some of these promenades and see if they can be upgraded so they're a little bit more friendly towards people who are less mobile. Having said that, they have done a lot, and there are on nearly all of the big beaches that I've been to facilities to help disabled people to get into the sea, and Peguera is one of them. One of the things they've done is to put these wooden walkways so it's easier to get a wheelchair down to the beach or to the sand, and these walkways take you to an area with some parasols. So just down there's a parasol region, and there is a wheeled vehicle there to help disabled people get into the sea. I don't know if the lifeguards actually help you, but it's there available. Green flag, so yes, it is safe to swim. This is one of the lovely things about this beach. It's got this massive area of sand where people can play games. We've been here on New Year's Day or Boxing Day, I'm not sure, and we've had a sort of an Olympic Games here, so lots of expats who come down and have fun here. Just getting past some of the restaurants, you can hear the noise, perhaps the people chattering away, drinking, eating. Busy. It's good to see this part of Mallorca really busy. Tomorrow is one of my lodge cleaning days, so in the morning I'll be off to my Freemasons lodge, and I'm going to do a series of videos on Freemasonry. So I've already put one up, and I'll gradually add some more so I can explain to you, anyone who's interested, what Freemasonry is, what it's about. So it's just coming to the end of the beach, and I'm going to head up towards the town. Turn the cameras off now. So I walk up into the town, and maybe I'll turn them back on a little bit if I see anything that's a little bit interesting. But walking along here, you can look back. It's a beautiful sight. So perhaps join me again as I'm walking through the town in a few minutes' time. I've walked most of the way now through Paguera, and it's been busy all along. So the shops are busy, the bars are busy, people are walking along, either going to the beach or coming away back from the beach. But it's a busy little town. So what will it be like in the middle of November? You need to come back and find out with me. So we'll be back sometime in November, having a look to see what it's like here in Peguera. So thank you very much for watching. Just put the camera around as I walk along, and if you've enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, and if you like what you see, then good idea to hit that subscribe button. And there's a bell next to the subscribe button, and that will give you a bit of a notification of when I've uploaded a new video. At the moment I'm working, so weekends is the time I can spend on videos, so look out for them over the weekend, sometimes maybe even into Monday. It takes a while to get some of the videos up and running. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.